Welcome back to the Italian Way. Simona Cochi. I have the pleasure to have here Francesca Liberatore. Buongiorno, Francesca.
Hi, Simona. Nice to see you.
Italy has to be proud of you because of your international skills and experiences. So that's why I like to have you here today and to explore along with you the way we promote and how we can stand worldwide with the Italian style. You're very young, but you've been performing in the best fashion week and also in the best art venues. And so that I want to know from you which were the best experiences you had working internationally.
Yeah, definitely. I need to start from like my education. So of course, my heart is in London, where I studied at Central St. Martin. So I think this is the best time of my life. But after, like as well, when I've been starting showing in New York Fashion Week, which has been for like 7 seasons, has been like really something magic because really I face a different audience and I face a total different reality and approach to fashion. So I really learned a lot, and I felt as well very proud to be appreciated from another audience for such long time. After I decided to come back to Italy, because of course at one point you feel like you want to share this experience with the people that create that things with you, like as well with my team, that most of time when I was showing in New York, they have to stay in Italy. So I felt like I want really to share with them some of this big pleasure that I have during the fashion week, during the part of the show. Then I came back in 2019, and now I came back to Milan Fashion Week, and we face a different format, we face a different situation, and now here we are with the first online show of my career.
Yeah, how did you match art, your academic skills, and the traditional way of interpreting Italian style? How you match all together in your collection?
Well, I think this really comes from the fact that I'm like an Italian, coming from Rome, and then studying in London. So I think already these three things really connect very strongly, because like my family as well. My father is a sculptor. My mom, she teaches in the Academy of Fine Art in Rome. So I mean, I always been growing up in this kind of field with this kind of emotional feeling. And then for me, I think is was very important to see with my eyes, my personally Italian Roman eyes, like to see a reality in the best time of my life when I was living and studying in London. So I kind of filtered this kind of reality with totally a different perception from all the other people around me. And I think one of the good things that that experience gave me is the fact that each one of us was really an individual with different skill, different perception, different background, different culture. And this create a melting pot that now is a really strong part of my career. As well, immediately after, I work for Viktor Rolf in Amsterdam, for Paul Gaultier in Paris. After, later on, I started to work for the as an international expert for United Nations. So I've been to Vietnam, Peru, Armenia, Cuba, Pakistan. I mean, a lot of different countries where I really face a different culture and different approach to fashion and way to see my fashion. So it's I think that has been very challenging for me.
You won also Next Generation in 2009. And so, which was the achievement that you've been most proud of?
Well, it seems strange, but probably the strongest one for my career in my life was entering in fashion women's wear at Central St. Martin. That one has been the first step that I see kind of impossible, because
Yes,
everyone say that
definitely.
is so hard.
I know. I
Exactly,
can
and
imagine.
I
Can
remember we were
imagine.
not that
For me, UK, I have to learn. I learn a lot from UK. I think the pragmatic way they teach you and they form you is unbelievable. So
Yeah, I think the environment they create for you. So they kind of select people that can survive in that environment and can live well in that environment. So no one feel kind of frustrated or want to have something else, because in one side, you know that you pass a very strong selection. In the other side, you know that the other people as well pass that selection. So it's kind of double side, and you feel that you really want to have it, you really want to get it. And at one point, so that one for me was the really first one. And after, of course, either when I won the Next Generation or when I won the DHL Exported and IMG that bring me to New York, I mean, they were all very high standard of idea that I have, and so reaching them for me was really passionate.
And which are the skills that the young designer absolutely must to have nowadays to hit the ground?
I think is really strong wishes, desiring. I mean, they really need to desire a lot. And I think this is something that, because our generation and the next generation, they're being kind of facilitated by as well the economical condition of our countries. So they really don't feel that desire so strong. And I think desire and see something that you really want more than everything else is the strongest things. And perceiving, because I think time has a strong importance in the play a strong role in that way, because I mean, you can reach it for a very short time, and that doesn't bring you happiness for long. So I think is a stay on that step as well can really help you to make your personality be stronger and really perceiving what you want and be happy with what you have. So I think either desiring and want something so strongly, and at the same time try to keep it for the most strong time you can. And now things that are very fluid and very fast, so the time is not they don't give enough importance to that.
And how do you see the digital turn of fashion nowadays?
Well, I personally really believe in the importance of live, like be there and touching and see and getting emotional from something that is happening, as well with the mistake that can happen in the live performance. But I think this is something that gives authenticity and is kind of very strong. So I don't really believe on the digital so much. This time for me is the first time I get in digital, and that's why I try to do something that is mine is not digital fashion show. I really didn't want to have that. I didn't want to have something very perfect. I create something that is a storyboard that what's supposed to be. So is the creativity they interact in this moment to create something. So it's not other media, is again the creativity first. So I try to mix the situation and to get the best out of the situation, but always with my personal point of view and my creativity, because I think I'm a designer, I'm not a movie director, I'm not a digital
Expert
person.
or
Exactly, expert. So I mean, the show, it's my show, so I think I want to give to people an experience through what I do. And so I try to face the things, of course, with an important collaborators and partnerships. So but it's really something very different. It's not a digital fashion show, and probably something different from a lot of things that we're going to see during those fashion week.
okay, we're gonna watch at 5 p.m. today your fashion movie or fashion presentation, but can you reveal us something about your collection?
Yeah, so my collection is basically is kind of a dream of is a dream of a reality, I would say. Is an hypothesis of fashion, is a possibility created by this time and created by my mind. And because we all were close in this period, the only thing that I could do is looking back and see where we are now. So what I did is having like a trench coat that is the actor of himself through 4 periods of fashion, starting from after the war, that somehow is a transposition of what we are living now, because we need to restart. And then 3 periods like the 70s, the 90s, and the 2000s that has a very strong emotional and rebuild of fashion. So I analyze through the trench coat those 4 periods and leaving finally with these white dresses, because you're gonna close it up with a white dresses. So this new life, new possibility, rebirth of the situation. You can start to face your new destiny and choose, thanks to your background, to your even a patriotic feeling, you start to perceive your own way on the future. So this is a bit what you're gonna see is a storyboard made on 4 different acts in a theater. So we're a mixed theater and cinema. And as well, I really wanted to dedicate these things to all the artists that at this moment cannot work in their place. This is also why I decided to use the theater, use the cinema, use those references, but not entering in a theater this time, because theater doesn't live if there is no public. And I think so as our performance and our way of sharing emotion. So I think it's very important that we put a light on this situation for all the artists that at this moment cannot work. But at the same time, fashion cannot force in this situation, because I think putting a light somewhere means as well closing up the light of all the other conditions like that now cannot play the same game. So, and I think I want to really dedicate this to everyone. Every artistic field now is suffering.
So looking forward to watch your show. Thank you for this conversation. I wish you all the best and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Really,
Ciao.
thank you so much for your time. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, grazie.
Grazie a te.